Man, Trae Young, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Thank you guys for watching. My name is BDF44. So this is what I just saw because I only caught the last 4 minutes of the game. ATL versus Milwaukee. Milwaukee, when I turned it on, had a 3-point lead, and it seemed like the Hawks were having trouble stopping the lob. But Trae Young continued to be aggressive, even though he wasn't necessarily making the long three down the clutch. What we saw was him taking it. I don't know if I love that or not, but what I will say is when you're not afraid to shoot it, it opens up the floor for everyone. And you saw that, even though the three wasn't falling necessarily for Trae down the stretch. What you saw was people having to play him up all the way out to the 25, 30-foot mark because he had the threat of shooting that ball each and every time. The Bucks didn't have the pleasure of being able to hone in on guys like Gallinari and Collins. Those guys had to be left pretty much not alone, but they have to be honest, because I'm telling you, if they left Trae Young out there long enough, he was going to hit him. And it showed tonight in the shot chart that he was able to hit half of those threes or a little less than that. Like I said, I don't know if I love that or not. I'd have to see the highlights because I didn't watch too much of the game, obviously. But I'm telling you that the threat of someone shooting the three is sometimes all you need. The threat. And that's what it comes back down to for Philadelphia and what they didn't have. But check this out. The Hawks are up 1-0. I heard they started off slow. I can't wait to see the highlights. But I just want to get on here because I wanted to apologize to everybody and say I gave Trae Young what I thought would be poor prospects of winning this, or of playing as well as he did tonight. I'll say that. I did not think that he had any shot of putting up a ice tray type game. And I told you guys before the playoffs started that players like Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, and Trae Young, and maybe a few others had the ability to step into who we believe they're going to be tomorrow, right now, and show us exactly what they're about to be. And they both, two of those guys have done that. Actually, all three of them, but definitely Devin Booker and definitely Trae Young. And I told you guys that Trae Young was always capable of doing crazy stuff like 50 points and double-digit assists because I had seen him do it before, and we knew in these playoffs he played long enough, it was possible he'd do it again. I did not think he'd do it against a Bucks defense in the ECF. I did not see him doing that against Drew Holiday. Now, I got to see the highlights, see if they actually put Drew on him all night. I did see that they had some players down there playing, particularly Pat Connaughton. I hadn't seen him play very much, so it looked like Budenholzer was trying different things. Same goes for the Atlanta Hawks. You're seeing them try to use a little more of their bench to start these series to give the guys that have played before a little bit of a break, I guess. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe it's matchups. I don't know. But those two players I saw got some run out there, so that was interesting. Solomon Hill, in the moments that I saw him play, I was fussing. Because he wasn't hitting his corner three in the last 3 minutes of the game. But what he ended up doing was pretty much seal the game by fouling Giannis Antetokounmpo in the paint with 5 seconds to go. One of the best fouls you ever see. And I know that's like, what the hell? Why are you giving a guy credit for fouls? Well, it's because I was cussing him out on my phone right before he did that. I was sitting here screaming, why is Solomon Hill on the floor? McMillan, he can't help you. All he's good for is fouling people and getting fouled. And he does just that. And he does it in a way that seals the game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a very heady play. It was just as important as Devin Booker's screen last night that set up the lob attempt for Ayton. It's one of those plays where it's like, look, this is what you want your vets to do. If a guy can't do a whole lot, and I don't, what I'm saying? Like, if he's not overly talented, you want him to understand the importance of the moment. You want him to understand the game in such a way like Solomon Hill to where you understand you're up by 3. You got a not so great free throw shooter down there, but a bunch of 3-point shooters around him. He's in the middle of the paint getting ready to get an easy dunk. Yeah, you foul him to assure that he does not get an opportunity to do that. And you do it in a way that makes it questionable whether or not it's a foul. And Solomon Hill made sure that he snatched the ball away. Hey, maybe they call that, maybe they don't. They did in that situation. But it sealed the situation away from the Milwaukee Bucks because they didn't get a chance to get an easy bucket in the paint, and they certainly didn't get a chance to get a 3-point shot that would have tied up the game. Now, why they didn't look to draw up a 3-point shot there? Well, if you get an easy bucket in the paint with Giannis, maybe that's a good thing. But to be completely honest with you, you're down by 3. So even though it's a nice little dunk in the paint, that it looked like it opened up and then Solomon Hill, and I think it was Clint Capella double teamed really quickly, sealed that off and got that foul there. I think that's how that went. If that's what happened there, I'm still trying to figure out why Budenholzer didn't have his shooters with the ball in their hands in that situation. So, give credit to Nate McMillan as well for that foul call. I'm pretty sure he told Solomon Hill to do that or something of that nature. I'd imagine want to give the credit to the coach. But at the end of the day, man, that really helped a lot. Trae Young, 48 points, 11 assists. Spectacular, man. The dude was shooting the ball, too. He did not have a shortage of attacking. I think he ended up with like 33, 34 attempts, something like that. The guy was just, he was awesome. I can't wait to see the highlights, see exactly what he did, and find out more of what happened down there. Another player that looked really, really good down the stretch was John Collins. Hit a key corner three, continues to rebound the ball really, really, really well. He really helped the game out a lot with his rebounding down the stretch of that game. I can tell you. I don't know what he did for the whole game, but down the stretch between that 3-point shot and that rebound that he had, I think it was an offensive rebound, he really made sure that I understood that he was making an impact down there. So kudos to John Collins as usual. So yeah, man, that was super exciting. I'm happy about it because I'm definitely going for the Hawks, as you guys know. I just want to see the Hawks and the Suns. I mean, this would be the most improbable finals of my lifetime, and I think it could be a fun one too. But for the time being, I think we got a nice series ahead in this ECF. The Bucks are not going to roll over. This series is just getting started. I still think the Bucks going to have many opportunities to express who they are and continue to win games as well. So as I told you guys, I think Hawks in 6. Obviously, that's holding up pretty good to start the series. But the Bucks are going to have their hands full nevertheless. So will the Hawks. So it's going to be fun. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I'm going to go watch some highlights, man. Thank you guys for watching. My name is BDF44. I'm out.